Alright, how's it going everybody? Today I'm going to be going over the build I have real quick to show you what I'm going to be going through the second dream questline with. I'm going to try and stick with one warframe, but if I have to change then I'll show you what warframe I changed to and how I have it set up. But today I'm going to be using Ivara for the spy mission. I think that's pretty appropriate. And in this video I'm just going to show you my build and the cutscene to the beginning of the second dream questline. And that'll do it, so let's get started. So with Ivara being the archer warframe, I use only a dread, no secondary, and Orthos Prime because you always have to have a good secondary for, or melee, excuse me, when you get into the heat in the moment and you start getting overwhelmed when you can't stealth your way out of everything. So with Ivara, I'm focusing on the Artemis bow ability over anything else. So with multi-shot, you get, at the max rank, you get 7 arrows without a split chamber mod applied. But with a split chamber mod applied, you should get about 15 to 17 arrows or 13 to 15, one of the two. Let's just go with 15. So with Dread, I use 2 different setups. I use an explosive multi-shot build, and then I use just a raw damage build. And to get these, I used 2 Forma, and I also used a catalyst. So to start off, the split chamber is the main focus. Well, the split chamber, the hammer shot, and the thunderbolt are the 3 mods of focus in both of these builds. So the split chamber will give you the multi-shot, so that affects the Artemis bow, making it go from 7 arrows to the 15 arrows. So with hammer shot, that'll give it the extra crit damage and the status chance, which will tie in with the malignant force down here. And then thunderbolt, which gives a 30% chance to explode with projectiles. So with 15 arrows, each having their own 30% chance of exploding, you're going to get at least 1 arrow guaranteed to explode. There have been times where none have exploded for me, and then there have been times where all 15 arrows have exploded. And this build melts through bosses. It's good for taking out big crowds because of the AoE damage of the explosions, and it's a good amount of damage as well. So, and with the second one, it's just get rid of Thunderbolt and replace it with an impact or a puncture increase or an elemental. Either way, this is just raw damage. It is rated higher than the Thunderbolt build and the Conclave, but I definitely prefer the Thunderbolt build. With Ivara, I run 2 different setups. I run, well, the mods down here are all the same for both builds. So with the Vitality and the Redirection, so she doesn't die so quickly because Ivara is very squishy, just like Loki. And then to give her a little bit of extra armor to go, and also to go along with the sprint boost and the rush that I have up here, I give her an armored agility, only a rank 4, and then with your intensify, your streamline, flow, and continuity. You want to try and get a primed flow in here, but I feel like with the primed flow you miss out on a lot of these mods, especially the armored agility, because surprisingly the armored agility has helped me a lot for when stealth doesn't work. And then my second configuration just gets rid of the sprint boost aura, and it just replaces it with rifle amp, so it gives me a little bit more of that bow damage, that little bit of help, and it does go a long way if I'm trying to kill a boss that for some reason just isn't dying as easy. But and then the maglev, just because why not? So that's my Ivara build and my Dread build, and then Orthos is, you could probably guess how Orthos is modded. I'll admit it isn't the best right now because I still need the Forma, the stance slot, but I run Pressure Point, Fury, Berserker, Molten Impact at the moment. I'm still just playing around with what I want here, Heavy Trauma, and Reflex Coil. And just because reflex coil is here, because I actually do channel sometimes because some things just don't like dying. Alright. I'll play the cinematic for you, and then I will see you guys in the next video.
Who destroyed the Orokin? Your way of life. Whom do you hunt, Shadow, to cleanse your despair in their blood? Tenno! Sever their heads, yet they rise again. Someone has hidden the Tenno essence, their truth from you. Louder! I know where she hides the Tenno heart. A womb in the sky, forbidden to my kind, but where you will take me. I am Hung Hao, sentient destroyer of worlds. By your hand, expose their heart. By my edge, cleave it beating from its nest.